How is it that the tourism industry can be demanding the immediate resumption of immigration to meet staff shortages while there are more than 1 million Australians unemployed and drawing benefits from you, the taxpayer? Now, I get that unemployed people don't always live in the areas where there are jobs, even though economic opportunity should take them there, especially given the thousands in relocation help that's available under various government schemes. Still, if there really are vast numbers of unfilled jobs at a time when the Department of Social Services reported in April almost 1.3 million Australians on job allowance and job seeker, or what we used to call the dole, something's seriously wrong in our country. Either employers aren't offering sufficient pay to make it worthwhile for people to work, and I doubt that, given how tightly regulated labour markets are in this country, even allowing for a couple of rogue employers, or employers aren't training people to make them capable for work, or too many people don't want to work because they prefer life on benefits. Perhaps a bit of all three are at play. But what COVID has done is stripped bare our labour market. Without overseas backpackers and migrants filling the gaps, it shows just how bad things have got with our money-for-nothing welfare culture. The idea thrown around again today that to make it easier for tourism and hospitality businesses and farmers as well, that the government should bring in more students and backpackers at a time when Australians, our own people, are legally barred from leaving the country and coming back without special permission, and those away are having a lot of trouble, as you know, getting back home. It's just wrong. But the other thing that's wrong is having large numbers of people unemployed when there's a lot of unskilled work that should be readily doable by these people on benefits. Let's face it, a lot of tourism work, cleaning and making up hotel rooms, for instance, waiting on tables, picking up glasses, it's not especially complex. Anyone with reasonable life skills should be able to do it, in particular, young Australians. And if after a short induction, they aren't capable of making beds and cleaning rooms and picking up glasses, then there's something really wrong. What's happening in our schools and in our families if people lack the basic skills and the work ethic to have a go at this type of job rather than be unemployed on the dole? Now, I did a lot of these sorts of jobs, putting myself through university, waitressing, washing dishes, cleaning rooms, all of them. Now, none of them were particularly taxing. They required a bit of effort. You had to be punctual, you had to turn up, you had to listen to the boss, you had to learn the ropes. Maybe that's the real problem. As I said, almost 1.3 million Australians are on benefits as we go to air tonight. We can't keep this up. We can't keep doing the same things the same way and expect a different result. Rather than take the easier option of letting in foreigners at a time, excuse me, when Australians can't travel, the government should have another long, hard look at what we ask of people, young people in particular, and whether we're not subjecting them to what Noel Pearson has called the tyranny of low expectations. Why do we keep paying unemployment benefits to able-bodied people in places where unskilled work is readily available? Fruit picking, cleaning, as I said, basic labouring. Why aren't benefits suspended the moment unemployed people don't turn up for job interviews or fail to take the jobs available? I've got a lot of sympathy for mature-aged unemployed, many who want to work but come up against employers reluctant to give them a go. But as a country, we need to ask ourselves, why is it still possible for young people to leave school and go straight on the dole and stay on the dole their whole life if they want to? Why should there be 216,000 young people aged 15 to 24 who are on job seeker rather than be required to either earn or learn as intended in the 2014 budget but dropped in the Turnbull years? What sort of Australia are we building when young people begin their adult lives dependent on taxpayers without any real expectation of giving back in return? I get the Morrison government is not in the business of making unnecessary enemies in the lead up to an election. Indeed, It's just increased the pre-pandemic dole by $50 a fortnight. But it still has to be a prudent custodian of taxpayers' money and of liberal values, which have never included the something for nothing mindset. In 2010, there were 5 people of working age for every person on the aged pension. By 2050, it's estimated this number will fall to 2.7. We're not going to demand less services in the future, are we? So the days of paying fit and able young people to sit at home on the dole, it's got to end if we plan on maintaining as a country the same standard of living we enjoy today with less working age people paying taxes and contributing to the budget. With a budget spend of around $230 billion every single year on welfare, this is the real unexploded bomb at the heart of last week's federal budget.